I hope you guys like my new intro. Anyway, hey guys, what's going on? I'm King Sway, and welcome to another edition of RPG Horror Stories. Today we have for you, it's a short one, but as some of you guys know, I like the short ones. The reason I like the short ones is because I feel as though they can be more impactful than the longer ones, because there's not a lot of over explaining and whatnot. It's short, sweet, and to the point, and I don't know, me personally, I like that. But today we have for you 5th edition. My PC was killed for the stupidest reason I've ever heard. You got the title, so let's jump into this. This was a level 3 game. Pretty short story on a throwaway account here, but I joined an online game. I knew none of the people there. I asked if anyone was playing a rogue. They said no, so I said I'd give it a go, as I'd never played a rogue before. This was all over Discord messages. About 10 minutes later, the game's DM came online and immediately started complaining about rogues being overpowered. Yeah, okay. Anyway, I asked if he wanted me to change class, and he did that I won't force you to. Yeah, red flag. It stuck. I stuck with my rogue, and that stuck with my mind. It was a stupid decision on my part, but I wanted to try the class out. I had never played it before. Okay, I understand that, but yeah, I already see where this is going. We get into session 1. Things are smooth until the first combat. It's pretty tough, and we barely win without anyone going unconscious. I was dealing a lot of the damage as the main heavy hitter of the group. The party was a druid, bard, and a hexblade warlock. I'm gonna talk on that hexblade warlock in a second, but let's get through this story first. So yeah, on to the next part. DM acts a little bitchy, and eventually we just need to cross the stream. Made an issue as we had horses carrying supplies. Everyone got across fine after finding stepping stones, but he asked me to make a dex save. Thought it was a little weird, but I was a rogue, and I thought I had this. I rolled a 7 and went up to a 13 because of my bonuses. He said my horse slipped. I landed under it and drowned in the stream. He then stated out of nowhere, if we died, we couldn't make a new character. This was last week, and I'm just mad about it. My time zone makes it hard for me to find any games. And that is the end of the post. Alright, there's actually a couple things I want to touch on here. The first one being, your horse slips, you land under it. The first thing the horse is going to do is get up. Yeah, you're probably you might inhale a little bit of water, because of the quick reactions and everything, the quick timing, everything going on. But you're not going to drown. Drowning takes a long time. It's not automatic. It's not boom, bang, bing. I don't hold your head under for like 2 seconds and you die. That was a dick move on the DM, and someone should have called that. Seriously, someone should have called that. Yeah, I don't know why that particular DM had it out for rogues, but you can always tailor things to make it more difficult or less difficult for the party. Like the OP said flat out, the first encounter, the first combat, it was hard. But the only thing I can really think of, I don't play rogues myself. I dabbled in one a while ago, but I don't really play rogues. The only thing I can think of is backstab. Yeah, backstab. And that's the whole point of a rogue. You can do tremendous amounts of damage if the rogue can sneak around you and be like, yeah. We had to come up with rules for my own game because, as some of you know, I ever-loving hecking love the elemental monk. Now, if you combine the elemental monk with a rogue, say I throw something metal, and yes, you can metal bend as soon as you can get your ability to bend the elements. If I metal bend my weapons into your back, does that count as a backstab? because yeah, we were doing that, so we had to do game balance, and we decided that no, it didn't. You have to physically do the backstab. But another thing I want to touch on is the Hexblade Warlock. Um, Again, that's actually something I play. I I make people mad when I play the Warlock. I did the stereotypical thing, had a weapon bound to me, and all that good stuff right there, because I wanted to be able to call something in and out of existence whenever I wanted to, and something you couldn't really take from me. But if you actually take the time to look at it, it states if you don't have a weapon bound to you, you can just call one into existence. And it also states that you are proficient with that weapon. Boom, you call a gun, like flintlock or something like that, not, a modern gun, into existence. You're good with it. Boom, you call a bow and arrow into existence, and as long as you got the arrows, you're good with it. You call a crossbow, you call a sword, you call a staff, you call a lance. Like, you get my point. Because actually, I started working on things so that you could call things, and it worked. I have an elemental warlock. I said elemental warlock, elemental monk warlock hybrid, and I use that to my advantage, where you can use the abilities of the monk to basically amp up the weapon modifications I made for a sword I designed. And I say designed for a reason. We may get into that, but let's get back. Like, I want to get back to the story. But because my point was that Warlock was a lot more dangerous. Maybe the player was new, or like maybe they didn't think of things like that. Maybe they found like they were just traveling down a straight line, like, I'm gonna bind this weapon to me. I don't know. Or yeah, I don't know. But the rogue was not. I don't feel as though rogue was the bigger problem there. I felt like, personally, if the druid would have played better, maybe there would have been a problem, Or because the druids come with a familiar. The wolf died. What happened? So how was the rogue? Like, what, backstabbing everybody? Everybody's dead. I don't get that. And as I said, as I'm gonna circle back to around the fact that, boom, your horse slips, you fall under it, and you're drowning. You drown. Okay. Well, like I said, natural reaction. The horse isn't going to just stay there. The horse, for one, if the horse falls over, the supplies are going to go with it down the stream. If the horse is going to do what it can to get up, it's not going to stay down. It's not. And even then, you're going to move, and then your friends are going to help you. That's not an automatic thing. That was a dick move. Flat out, that was a dick move. Oh yeah, and by the way, if you die, you can't make a new character. You're kicked out my game. What is that? That should have been. Everybody should have left the game after that, because you obviously see that you got it out for the rogue character. Now, if he's got it out for the rogue character, what's to say that he doesn't have it out for the druid next, or the hexblade? Because anything and anyone that DM deemed was a problem or something he didn't want to deal with, he's just killing you off. He's not making for a very fun game. He's obviously a bad DM, and he has very little imagination, I can see, because boom, you die. I don't want to deal with you. I feel as though you're overpowered. No, bro, no. For one, I made an overpowered monk just because if you look at the elemental monk, and I'm gonna say it till the day I die, elemental monks are really dangerous. As soon as you get the ability to bend the elements, you're really dangerous. And it doesn't say you can't do damage. It says you can bend 1 cubic foot of that element. But those are my notes and my TED Talk for the day. Be sure to like and subscribe. Hit the notification button and the bell if you like the story. And, you know, it helps YouTube get my algorithm, get the algorithm and put my content out there to new people. I'm King Sway. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Later.